The Washita Moors. The Amuru Washita Didug the Moundia Moors, were originally a group of priests from Egypt, also known as the Dogon/Olmecs/Mayans. The term Washita is a corruption of Ursita, the father and mothers of the mystics. In Egyptian, Ursita is Urashe, the winged sun disk, which symbolizes the highest knowledge, the pineal gland being open. Amuru is actually a corruption of Amaru, which is the root America. America is actually a corruption of Amenraka. It's strange how everything comes from Egypt. Well, Egypt was once the capital of the world. In fact, the pharaoh gave the ancient Moabites, Moors, permission to settle Morocco, which is now North Africa. The Moabites migrated to modern-day America, and called her Al-Morocco, which is another root for the word, America. The last of the American government fell in 1956 with the abolishment of the consular court when black people accepted civil rights over their natural rights as natural persons. Here is a definition of consular court. A tribunal convened by public officials who reside in a foreign country to protect the interests of their country for the settlement of civil cases based upon situations that happened in the foreign nation and which is held pursuant to authority granted by treaty. The 1787 Morocco Treaty of Peace and Friendship was that treaty. A consular court exercises criminal jurisdiction in some instances, but its determinations are reviewable by the courts of the home government. The last of the U.S. consular courts of Morocco was abolished in 1956. The 1787 Morocco Treaty of Peace and Friendship was a means to try to stop all of the fighting over land, so the Moors brought the Europeans to the table to form a peaceful two-system government, one for the Moors and one for the Europeans. Evidence of this two-system government can be found on the back of a $1 bill. Notice the two seals. You see one of a pyramid with an eye above it, which was the Moorish seal, and the other seal is that of an eagle holding 13 arrows, which is the European seal. Another example of this two-system government is the consular court, which was the Moorish court system. The last one was abolished in 1956 according to the above definition, and this consular court was granted its authority by treaty, that is, the 1787 Morocco Treaty of Peace and Friendship. The Europeans had and still do have their court systems, but it's just their system now. Empress Verdi Asitiri Washita Turner Gostin L. Bay wrote in her book, The Return of the Ancient Ones, that 85% of the blacks over here in America were already here before the slave trade. Only 15% of blacks come from Africa. We all come from Africa, but there is a supposed history of blacks being a global people. Pangaea proves that all of the continents were connected, so migration to and from Africa and to other places was simple and easy. Also see the RA expeditions /t_blank http://t.co/ctjt2kr. The RA expeditions proves that the ancient Egyptian sunboats were capable of global travel. Additionally, temples have been built and named after Egyptian gods, and hieroglyphics have been found in the Grand Canyon hyperlink http://bit.ly/1xjjx7 http://bit.ly/1xjjx7. In Oklahoma in the 1800s, a stele of Pharaoh Akhenaten, Amenhotep IV, aka Moses of the Bible, was found. See Ice, The Ultimate Disaster, by Richard Noon. In the book, America BC, there is an alabaster egg of a cartouche of King Tut found in Idaho, http://bit.ly/9zzz0f. Africans and Native Americans, by Dr. Jack Forbes, states, the slave trade started in America and the slaves were taken mostly to Spain and Europe. When the Spanish came to America they found the Indios, Indians, the black people who are with God. All of the evidence proves that blacks are the oldest natives in America, hands down. Why is this information suppressed? Well, Europeans want you all to believe that blacks only come from Africa to keep the land they have taken and not feel so guilty about it. If you can distort the history of the bloodshed for the land, you can appear more humane. That's exactly what they did. They wrote a his story book after they were firmly established to tell his story more humanely. The American his story book has been a great success because it has most of the world blind as to what really happened. The Amuru Washita Didug the Moundy Amurs, Moors, lay claim to the following land by and through bloodline: de Bourbon Estate, also known as the Imperial International Estate of the Bourbon Habsburg Empire, which includes Western Europe, the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, Sicily, Naples, Sardinia, Spain, and Portugal, as well as most of North America and Caribbean, in addition to Central and South America, and all of North America west of the Imperial Demarcation Line, 1713, or British Royal Proclamation Line, 1763. This is the breakdown of the royal imperial bloodlines for the Washita Moors. The young heir to the French throne, King Louis XVII, married the young heiress to the Washita Tunica throne, Aya Maria. Their imperial/imperial marriage would become official in 1795, pursuant to the conveyance of Spanish land grants bestowed upon the young heir, King Louis XVII, and his wife and heiress, Aya Maria. These two would also receive the imperial Spanish land grant of 1763. As a recipient of both the 1762 and 1795 Spanish land grants, King Louis XVII became known as Marquis de Maison Rouge, owner of Louisiana and Florida. Upon the death of Aya Maria and King Louis XVII, the titles of Louisiana Dauphin and Regent Marquis de Maison Rouge were conveyed to the next in line to the imperial French crown, Louis Francis Joseph de Bourbon, Prince de Conti, 1734 to 1814, the son of Louis Francis de Bourbon, Prince de Conti, 1776. The daughter of Aya Maria and King Louis XVII married Louis Francis Joseph de Bourbon, Prince de Conti. As the second Marquis de Maison Rouge, Louis Francis Joseph de Bourbon, became the recipient of both the imperial Spanish land grants of 1762 and the Spanish land grant of Monroe, Louisiana. With the death of Joseph de Bourbon, his eldest son, Henry Joseph Turner, inherited the Maison Rouge estate. Henry Joseph Turner became the recipient of 1762 and 1795 imperial Spanish land grants, making him the third Marquis de Maison Rouge.